Imagine waking up to that familiar, itchy crawl on your ankles for the 3rd month in a row. You've done everything right. You called the professionals. You cleared your kitchen. You spent your hard-earned savings. But the experts left, and the pests stayed. This isn't just about bugs. It's about the emotional exhaustion of feeling like a stranger in your own home, trapped in a cycle of expensive failures and empty promises from the chemical industry. Let me tell you about a neighbor in Pennsylvania. This man was desperate. He spent $400 on a professional exterminator who came to his house 3 separate times. Each time the house was sprayed, the bill was paid, and for a few days it seemed like the war was won. But every single time, the fleas came back. He was caught in the exterminator trap, a system designed for monthly contracts and repeat visits. Not for a permanent $5 fix. Why did the professionals fail? Because they were fighting the wrong war. Most commercial flea bombs and sprays are designed to kill adult fleas, but adult fleas are only the tip of the iceberg. The real survivors are the eggs, which are protected by a special waxy shell that repels almost every chemical you spray on them. You kill the adults today, but 2 weeks later, the next generation hatches from those untouched eggs. And you are infested all over again. This invisible army is what keeps the chemical companies in business. When my neighbor had finally reached his breaking point, his Amish neighbor stepped in. He didn't bring a heavy tank of chemicals or a high-tech mask. He simply handed him a brown bottle from the medicine cabinet, the same 3% hydrogen peroxide you use for scrape sand, a box of baking soda from the kitchen. The total cost, under $5, it was a solution rooted in a 1923 manual that the modern world has been encouraged to forget. This wasn't magic. It was simple, powerful chemistry that the chemical industry doesn't want to patent because there's no profit in it. While commercial poisons slide right off that waxy egg coating, a mixture of hydrogen peroxide, warm water, and baking soda does something incredible. It dissolves the waxy shell by breaking down that protective barrier. The peroxide makes the eggs vulnerable and destroys them before they can ever hatch in one simple move. You stop the flea's life cycle in its tracks, achieving what a $400 treatment couldn't. A home that is finally, truly clean. Now that you understand the invisible enemy, the flea egg, and why the $400 chemical treatments failed, it is time to implement the Amish master plan. This isn't just a quick spray and walk away. It is a systematic reset of your home's environment. Grandma Eliza's method follows a specific 4-stage protocol that has been passed down through generations in Holmes County. And if you follow it exactly, you will achieve what the professionals couldn't. The first stage is what the old manuals call the purge. Before a single drop of peroxide touches your floor, you must perform the vacuum ritual. This means vacuuming every single carpeted surface in the house, every upholstered chair, and every tiny crack in your floorboards. Do not rush this. You are physically removing the adult fleas and a significant portion of the eggs. Empty the vacuum canister or bag immediately into a sealed plastic bag and take it to the outdoor trash. If you leave that vacuum sitting in your closet, you've just created a luxury hotel for those fleas to hatch and crawl right back out into your home. Once the floors are clear, it's time for the magic mixture. Start by sprinkling baking soda liberally across your carpets and let it sit overnight. While you sleep, the baking soda begins to break down the debris around the eggs. The next morning, prepare your active solution. Mix 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide with 1 cup of warm water and 2 tablespoons of plain salt. The warm water is essential because it ensures the salt and peroxide blend perfectly. When you mist this over the baking soda, a powerful reaction occurs. The salt acts as a desiccant, literally drying out the flea larvae, while the peroxide oxidizes the adults and dissolves the waxy coating on the eggs. A flea-free home is impossible if your pets are still carrying the colony. But instead of harsh, neurological poisons, use the oatmeal shield first. Bathe every pet in a gentle, oatmeal-based shampoo. Once they are clean, apply a final rinse made of 1 part 3% peroxide to 4 parts water. Be extremely careful to avoid their eyes and ears. This gentle oxidation kills any remaining fleas on the animal without the risk of the dangerous side effects associated with commercial flea collars or spatten treatments that have been linked to health issues in pets. This final stage is where most people fail and where the chemical companies win. Grandma Eliza wrote a line in her 1923 manual that every homeowner should memorize. The flea is patient. So must the woman bee. Flea eggs hatch on a roughly 7-day cycle, no matter how successful your first treatment was. There will be eggs that were buried so deep they survived. If you stop now, those survivors will hatch, breed, and restart the infestation in 3 weeks. You must repeat this entire 4-stage cycle in exactly 7 days. By catching the second hatch before they are old enough to lay new eggs, you break the life cycle permanently. This consistency is the secret to a flea-free home that costs pennies instead of hundreds of dollars. The disappearance of these effective, low-cost remedies from the average American home was not an accident of time, but a calculated result of industrial marketing. In 1947, the landscape of home maintenance underwent a radical transformation as the chemical industry began the aggressive promotion of synthetic pesticides like DDT. Through sophisticated advertising, these potent toxins were presented to suburban families as modern, scientific, and hygienic. Families were shown images of smiling housewives in pristine dresses applying these chemicals in the very rooms where their children slept. Simultaneously, the traditional wisdom passed down through generations, the grandma methods that had reliably served families for decades, was systematically ridiculed as ineffective, old-fashioned, and dirty. Over the course of 3 generations, the collective memory of safe, accessible pest control was replaced by a total dependency on industrial products. You may ask why a substance as effective as hydrogen peroxide is not the gold standard for pest control today. The answer lies in basic economic incentives rather than scientific efficacy. Hydrogen peroxide is off patent, meaning it has been in the public domain for over a century. No corporation can own it, and therefore, no corporation can extract a massive profit margin from it. For the pest control industry, there is no financial logic in promoting a 99-cent brown bottle found in a medicine cabinet when they can instead market a professional bedbug or flea treatment costing between $500 and $2,000. This is not a hidden conspiracy, but the natural outcome of a market that prioritizes patentable chemicals and monthly service contracts over permanent, low-cost solutions. Your ignorance of these methods is the profit engine for an entire industry. Beyond the financial deception lies a more concerning reality: the trade-off between convenience and health. The common 3% hydrogen peroxide is one of the safest substances available. It is safe enough to be used as a wound cleaner or a mouthwash, and it is largely harmless to children and pets. In contrast, many commercial pesticides, including pyrethroids and neonicotinoids, have been linked by the Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) to severe health risks, including neurological damage, hormone disruption, and even childhood cancers. The Amish and Mennonite communities chose peroxide precisely because it allowed them to maintain a clean home without contaminating the surfaces where they knead their bread or where their children play. While the chemical industry sells resistance-prone poisons, peroxide works through oxidation, a process that physically destroys an insect's respiratory system, a mechanism they cannot evolve a resistance to. History is filled with instances where this knowledge could have changed the mainstream narrative had it not been suppressed. A powerful example is the story of Mary Eckelman, a nurse in 1944 who had been raised in a Mennonite household. During the height of World War II, a tuberculosis sanitarium in Pennsylvania was suffering from a severe bedbug infestation that standard chemical treatments of the era failed to resolve. Drawing on her mother's traditional methods, Eckelman suggested using hydrogen peroxide. Despite initial skepticism from the medical staff, a trial treatment was authorized, and within weeks, the entire facility was declared bedbug-free, at a total cost of approximately $14. However, following the war and the rise of DDT, her success was never widely publicized, and the technique was largely forgotten by mainstream medicine. Her legacy serves as a reminder that effective knowledge often dies not because it fails, but because it is not profitable to remember. Today, you have the opportunity to recover what was taken from your family's legacy. These methods have been preserved quietly in the farmhouses of Ohio and Pennsylvania by women who valued what worked over what was advertised. We invite you to become a part of the Field Vault, a sanctuary for this buried Amish wisdom, ranging from pest control protocols to off-grid survival systems. We want to hear from you. Which of these 35 techniques will you implement first this weekend? Will you attempt the peroxide pus for a deep infestation, the ant colony bait for your kitchen, or the flea cycle reset for your home? Please share your specific challenges in the comments below, as I read and respond to those seeking guidance. Finally, ensure you are subscribed for our next installment, where we will reveal a single ingredient from the Amish pantry that keeps staples, like flour and sugar, fresh for over a decade without refrigeration. It is time to reclaim your home, one farmhouse secret at a time.